Hi, I'm Rick Hijinks, and here are 21 things that you obviously didn't know about me. My appendix ruptured 3 days before I knew it, and after emergency surgery, a nurse had to sit on my chest as they wheeled me out of the operating room because I kept trying to sit up. I have owned 28 separate automobiles and motorcycles in my life. That equates to 1.5 vehicles for every year of my driving life. As a kid, I had a cat named Snow. She used to hide in the trees by the roadway waiting for the neighborhood dogs to walk by. Then she would follow to the tree, jump on their back, and ride them down the street. Seriously. I have hiked the Inca Trail 4 days to Machu Picchu. When training for this, I really should have done something different, like put a sock in my mouth while I was on the treadmill. Altitude was not kind to me. I have been in 2 fights in my life, both in my youth. The first one ended in a tie, the second one saw me drop to the ground with a single punch. I stopped being interested in fights after that. When I was 16, my mother died of cancer. No kid should ever have to watch his mother die of cancer. As a kid, I played a lot of church lot football. We had several rules. Throwing people into the bushes was completely allowed. Tackling people on the concrete sidewalks was not. Unless you did, and then it was tolerated. I have a black belt in Hapkido, and at one point I could do the splits. I still have the belt. I cannot still do the splits. I used to be an EMT in Prince William County, Virginia, and on my first ever day of driving the ambulance, I missed the turnoff to the hospital, and the patient in the back had to help me find the back entrance. I once bowled a 297, which is just 3 pins shy of a perfect game. I was drunk at the time and playing in my socks. I used to brew my own beer, and every single batch tasted like Band-Aids, so I stopped brewing my own beer. I have been married twice. I have been divorced twice, so that means I have a perfect record, only in reverse. I once played the lead role in a local production of Dracula. I was not convincing. I look exactly like my father. Every time I look in the mirror, I see him only as he was 30 years ago. When I was 20 years old, I weighed 170 pounds and I couldn't gain another ounce no matter what I did. I am now 58 years old. I do not weigh 170 pounds and I have no trouble gaining those ounces. I have 2 kids, born less than a year apart. All of the joys of twins, only spread over a longer period of time. I have a nursing procedure named after me. I'll spare you the details. When I was a kid, there was a giant hill in our neighborhood that was difficult to ride up. As an adult, I went back to visit that hill. It was not as steep. In fact, it was flat. And to this day, I still can't figure out how they flattened that hill and kept all the houses in the same place. When I was 40, I had LASIK to correct my vision. The doctor's office was in a shopping mall, and you had a choice of being in the back with some privacy, or being in the front with giant windows where the public could watch you as they were sipping their orange Julius. I chose the front. I cannot dance, and I cannot sing, and I especially cannot dance and sing. I am not known for my fashion sense, and I am especially not known for my choices in footwear. So there you go, 21 things that you now know about me. So feel free to swipe right on your YouTube screen if you find me desirable after all of that. And while you're doing that, here's 20 seconds of chill to kind of give you something else to do.